So good.
Okay,
That shit is
welcome
funny.
to What's on the Menu. This is your girl, Miss Neka. Okay, and I'm here with Greg and George. And
Yes, ma'am.
today on the menu, we
Woo.
are talking about Applebee's and this prepaid date night. What is it, card or something?
I'm signing up.
You are?
I'm in.
So-
I'm in. We don't
Really?
have to say nothing else about it. Let me hear what else we talking about, but I'm already in on that one.
Oh, so you going to, it starts tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
I'm
it
It's
starts
getting
Monday.
$200 for the car, and there's 52
Right.
meals in a year.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
that's what, $1,500 that you're
So
saving?
that's about
oh,
$30 for it's $30 that it covers, and then that's food, but non-alcoholic beverages,
Right.
you know.
You
well,
lost
when
me
you
with
go
no
into
alcohol.
Applebee's on $200 for the year, I'm gonna take a bottle in my pocket with me, so I ain't got to worry about paying for alcohol when I get there. That I mean, it's Applebee's. But so
I
I mean,
totally forgot about
we
that.
gonna turn up like that.
I
I
mean,
didn't even think
so
about that.
I'm just
I
playing
didn't think about
Applebee's. We love you.
so really, let me read what they're saying. Let me see. Let's think about this for a second, George. So
Yeah.
they said the pass only covers $30 of food,
Uh-huh.
non-alcoholic beverages per use.
Okay.
And that can cover 2 servings of all you can eat boneless wings, riblets, shrimps, and so forth.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you and your honey are out chilling and you are like, you know what? We're going to pull up on this Applebee's right here. I mean, really, I think about that. Are you really going to do that? Are you really going to do that? And you get 52 times to do that
Boy,
shit.
my girl can go from Fleming's, she can go from Ruth Chris to Applebee's. So one night, if we're hungry, we're gonna bust up in Applebee's and tear a hole in their menu. Telling you.
They lost me. I don't eat meat, so I don't even qualify.
Oh, wow.
So if you
See,
ate meat, would you be fine with Applebee's?
if I ate meat, what would I eat on the menu? I didn't like the boneless chicken wings. So I'm real picky. I like the
Oh wait.
wonton shrimp. Yeah, so you're limited on certain things that you can eat. So the
So they ain't
entrees
got bone
Really?
in wings?
is not even on there.
Oh, no bone in wings.
I
No,
saw
no,
boneless
no,
It's
wings.
just
no.
it's
I'm
just
serious.
boneless.
I know it's a limited
Oh man.
menu.
Well, I have to
So
go
that's the
do a little
catch.
more homework. I have to do a little more homework on
No,
that. 'Cause you
I'm
had me
serious,
all ready
man.
to sign up.
There is fine
$200 for the
print.
year.
No, I'm serious, man. You got no, you got the boneless wings, the riblets, the shrimp. They are all up to covers up to $30. So if your honey is expecting you to take her out, if you out in them streets just outside, and your honey is expecting you to take her out on a nice date, and you take her to
Mm.
Applebee's, and Nika, I'm taking you to Applebee's now, and you are expected to get a $30 or less meal, and I'm expecting a pay on return of my date.
Okay, this depends on what kind of date this is. First off, is this we just let's go on a quick little date, or is this baby, I'm gonna take you on a date? You know, like
see,
there's different
see,
levels and tiers to date. Cause
is it? What do you mean?
yeah,
There's different levels and tiers. Tiers. Explain. What do you mean? So there's we just platonic friends, and then there's you might get some, or you definitely the panties are going to be thrown at you. Is that what you mean, or what? What does that mean?
I ain't throwing no panties after Applebee's. I don't care. Judge me all y'all want to, cause you ain't getting no panties after Applebee's. This is not Chad Ochocinco, McDonald's. I am not her. Okay, back in the game
No.
now. You could take me to Applebee's, but you still ain't getting no panties.
This
But
is a I know you date. This is me and my
Okay, this
girl. Like I
how I know
said,
you.
you know what I'm
okay,
Like
saying?
we
We just
just
rolling
kicking it,
around.
and
Yeah,
it's like, baby,
okay,
yeah.
let's go get something to
Let's
eat.
run up at Applebee's and tear a hole in them. Right? It's on
We
some
can,
okay.
real,
yeah.
that's your
It's
woman, and you know your
limited.
woman. You ain't
Yeah,
trying to impress her. She already know who you
yeah,
are. Right? You
right.
ain't
Okay.
got to spend
Yeah,
$300
right.
on
Okay, yeah,
we just finna go up in here. We've been having
yeah.
a little sip, and so we want to go up in here and drink some. I mean, eat some Applebee's. So you just roll up and have a good time. If you eat it, you eat it. If you don't, you don't. But on
Right.
an impression date, no, you can't go to Applebee's on.
No, you
I need to
cannot.
Okay.
impress you. The
In your
panties is
So
not
20s,
coming off.
maybe
so
in your
that's a good point.
20s,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
maybe in your early 20s, because you got to remember, you don't really have, a lot of people don't have a lot of money. I mean, I know people are making money online now, but, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
hypothetically speaking, in your early 20s, if you go to Applebee, that's cute. But for a grown woman, no. But
Mm-hmm.
if we just out and about and it's like, baby, let's go grab something, of course.
Yeah.
Let's go get some Applebee's. You know,
So
what's on
how,
the
so
menu?
how do you feel about the girl who was real upset because dude took her to Cheesecake Factory and she like, what's wrong
She
with
was
him? He ain't got no.
flexing.
She was
She
flexing.
was
She was
flexing.
flexing
She
for the
was
gram.
flexing. Exactly.
Right.
She was
Exactly.
flexing for the gram.
Myself, I don't eat Cheesecake Factory, but if someone took me on a date at Cheesecake Factory, I would have
Mm-hmm.
went inside and I would have tried to find something to eat. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Cheesecake Factory is like one of the upper tier,
Chain
It's
chain
good.
restaurant.
restaurants,
It's a
right?
nice little
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's the initiative. Because, I mean, if we're on a first date, I'm not expecting you to take me to Fleming's. I'm just not.
Right.
Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing about people nowadays with dating. They don't realize that men take multiple women on dates.
Correct.
Right.
I think
Right.
like
Correct.
that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of
Like,
course.
think about if a man go on 2 dates in 1 week. I'm just a logical woman,
That's a
I
very good
guess.
point.
You
Mm-hmm.
sound like
If we
you sound like a very logical woman. A girl, I'm
Right.
Yeah, if
proud of
we're
you.
in a
Go
dating
ahead.
world, no,
That's a
Yeah.
very good
seriously, if
point.
we're in a dating world and we're dating, now you
Right.
can, no, I don't, no, don't meet me at McDonald's. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Correct.
We can
Right.
meet at Starbucks. You can take
Mm-hmm.
me to, I don't eat Cheesecake Factory, but I will find something on their menu to eat.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct. That's a very good point because you really have to think through what is your objective from a man's
Right.
perspective, that what is it that he's trying to do, because I like what you're saying as far as, yes, men will take you on multiple dates. It could be 2-3 times, but a lot of women don't think like that. A lot of women don't think.
Mm.
They're just like, oh, I want my dinner and I want it to be $6,000 or whatever the case may be. But from a man perspective, in his mind, he's like, you know what? This is the lobster side of the menu, the
Mm-hmm.
steak side of the menu, you know?
Right.
And see, and I'm telling you, Nika, and you know this, I told you before, I told a girl that. I was like, look, if I take you to this place, if we go to a certain place, then you are on the lobster side of the menu. So that means we's doing something. Panties better be thrown at me. Now, if I go to Applebee's, then I don't expect that. Applebee's, I don't
That's why you
expect
ain't
that.
taking no grown woman to
So
Applebee's on no
so
first
let's
date.
look
Right,
at it from another
exactly.
side, Greg. Let's look at it from
Right.
another side. Since women do know men have multiplicities in their dating scheme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're trying to maximize their date with you. So, hey, baby, you want to go out on a date tonight? Because if he's
Let
an
me see.
eligible bachelor, right, he's the guy that typically women would want to go out on a date with. Nice car, nice job, nice looking guy, this, that, and the
Mm-hmm.
other. So obviously he has more than one interest in his life, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
so maybe she wants to maximize the spending potential because hey, I don't know if I'm gonna come back in the rotation again. So hey, you need to take me to Ruth Chris. I ain't that into it. I
Yeah.
don't need to impress you that much. If
I don't need to impress
the
you.
front page of my resume don't do it, I ain't finna buy Nathaniel.
That's a good point because the women are already looking at the front page of your resume. They're looking at your
Right.
cover already. When you walk in
Yeah.
the room, they've already prejudged, they've already identified. You look at your shoes, the clothes you got on, the shirts, your jewelry,
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever,
Oh yeah.
I mean, women, and it's funny because I didn't realize that until this one chick was like, "Hey, you got that Pepsi Rolex?" And I'm just like, "How the
Oh,
hell do you even see that?" You
oh
know?
wow.
It's a
And
Rolex,
I'm
bro.
just like, so, and I'm just like, how do you even see it? And it's not like I'm out flexing, doing all
No,
this,
no, 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 no. All right,
I
right,
ain't even
right,
doing
right.
none of that. you know,
Maybe
and
maybe it was your loud Maserati that you drive when you pulled up.
that
Maybe that
shit
might
is
have been
funny, bro. No,
Right.
you're not gonna put my
Right.
what we're not gonna do is put my business in the street. That's what we're not gonna do. That's what we're not gonna
You look
do.
qualified for this conversation.
it.
We ain't gonna
Hey,
go there.
hey,
We
you
ain't
know
That's what
we
we're
gonna go
go
not
there.
gonna do.
all
I'm
the
gonna
way.
keep
You
my
know we
mouth
go.
closed. I'm gonna keep my
That's
mouth closed.
Nika.
Cause I
Hey,
heard
All
about the
right,
hey,
first date.
George. That what we're
they try
not
to
gonna
run it
do.
up. They
That's what
try to
we're
run
not
it
gonna
up.
do. I'm
They
telling you
try
We
to
now.
gonna
run it
talk
up.
about when you get flued out by Greg.
Ah. Hey man. Hey,
Woo!
so hey, maybe they're trying to maximize their spending potential that they have this one shot with you. So if it don't turn out to be a
Mhm.
relationship, at least I had a lobster and a nice some asparagus and all of that. Because again, if you are an eligible bachelor, I believe you have or eligible bachelorette, I believe your
Mhm.
options are limitless. So you have to kind of shuffle through who's throwing darts at your date board and see
Mm.
who actually
Got it.
So
matters.
here I have a question. So if
Mhm.
that's the case, because y'all are men of a particular stature, okay, not just a regular guy, right? So what would a woman look what type of restaurant would you take a woman? Like what should they approve of if they're looking for that type of man?
Hmm.
What should they
I'll let her
approve of?
select it just to see.
Yeah.
So I'll let her say,
Okay.
let's go to X, Y, and Z. So that'll give
Mhm.
me a baseline understanding on what's on her mind. Right? If
Thought
it's a
process.
mid-level,
What's on her
nice
mind?
Italian restaurant or
Mhm.
something like that, I'm like, sure, that's cool. But if it's let's go to Nobu. Nobu. I ain't going to Nobu. Boo.
Right.
Nobu.
Right.
No,
Right.
boo, I ain't going, right?
Right.
Until now, I'll take my woman to Nobu, but you hit
Right.
me
Right.
with Nobu on the first date, I don't need to impress you that much because at my age, I ain't
Mhm.
trying to buy you into my life.
I'm not.
Period.
Right. And that's the
Trying to
problem with
think
these
what
young
would be.
cats now. They are buying these chicks into their lives, because I'm running around here, I'm thinking to myself, is it really like that? So I'm talking to, like, every now and then we're going to a cigar bar, we'll meet a young chick, mentally who's there, smoking cigars or even working out. And so if you
Right.
strike up a conversation, you're like, so how's the dating world out there? And they are talking about how these dudes are out flexing. And I'm talking
I heard
about,
different.
he
Of
took me to
course.
Nobu, took me to the steak market, he took me to this. And I'm thinking, whatever happened to we can just go out to eat and have fun and, be done with it. Whatever happened to that? We're past that world now. We are not, we are past that world about just going out and dating and it don't no expectations from a
Hmm.
woman's perspective of money. We're past that. Everything now, I
Maximize.
think, is about money because it's
Well,
Ma-
the
it's
the, the
about a
um
flex. It's a
yeah.
flex. Because the women that I talk to on a daily basis, and
hmm
I serve
you
from
serve quite a few.
25 to 67, right?
Yeah,
I heard
right.
the dating pool is piss water.
Hmm.
So in the city, and you're talking to someone, a baddie, of course she's gonna say, this man takes her here, and this man does this for her, or this
hmm
man does that for her. It's different tiers of women out here. You got your
hmm
Instagram baddies who are looking to get flued out, who are looking
hmm
for the man in the Maserati, trying to check your background. They're Googling you, they're seeing how much you're
hmm
worth. And then you
Right.
have the women who are homebodies, but they're on these dating apps and they're getting guys who want to take them to Starbucks. And I had one client, she met a man, he took her to Starbucks, and she came in and he said that she was out of his league. And she was just she has a great job. She's an
hmm
engineer, I think, and she keeps her hair done and she looks nice. And he left out because he thought she was just this little homely woman who probably was, wouldn't want a lot. And he ended the date.
Wow.
I wonder what's the true essence of dating now, right? Is it for long-term relationships? Is it for sex
A
for
vibe.
men?
It's a
It's
If
vibe
sex.
it's
now. It's a
for a
vibe.
vibe, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
So
vibe.
people
It's
that are
sex.
in the dating world, even, I got lucky, so I'm out of the dating
Mm-hmm.
world now, but it's so easy for me to be a man and just kind of shuffle through the deck, right? Do
Mm-hmm.
women know, Nika, that a guy of a certain standard that can shuffle through the deck, that he's actually just shuffling through the deck? Or do they
Whether
actually look at him like, this might be my knight in shining armor? And you got 15 knights in shining armor in a span of 6, 7, 8 months.
Right.
I don't
Ooh,
know.
that's a good one.
It's
I got you.
listen, from what I hear and from what I'm told, because there's a goalie in my net, so I'm not even out there on the playing
Exactly.
field. But these men are out here trying to find sex, and that's just what it is. They're going on first dates, and they're hoping to get sex the first night.
Mm.
And that's that.
Yeah.
Nobody is really dating for long-term relationships. I'm talking about 50-year-old men, 60-year-old men, because I'm
Oh,
asking,
yeah.
like, these men are still playing around. Like,
hmm
Right.
come on, like, you're too grown to still be playing these childish games. But then that's why they want the younger women, because the more mature woman is not standing for that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She wants more. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then the younger girls, they want to be on Instagram. They want to show their bags. They want to show the trips they're going on. They want to show their sugar daddies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just a very convoluted and difficult place to navigate the dating world now, it sounds like it's
Well,
very hard, right?
Yeah.
it's depressing, because I know a lot of women, and I wish it was
hmm
some kind of way we could bring some of these women on and
Yeah.
showcase these women, because there is some really good women out here, and I feel sorry for them. I don't
hmm
want to say that, but it's just sad, because I know that they are some beautiful women, good jobs, ready to, hold a man
hmm
down. Heck, my best friend, she do tea baths and all this, put potatoes under your bottom of your feet. She cooks, she do all this. And she doesn't, she's dating, and it's been terrible. And I've had to exit myself from it, because I tell her she do too much for them in the beginning, and then they just piss on her after. They
Yeah.
just do her dirty.
After the mission is accomplished, they're out the door. So men will
Right.
go to great extents. They'll take you out of
Right.
town. They'll fly you across the country. They'll do a lot of
Right.
stuff to
Right.
accomplish their goal.
No,
And women seemingly
not all
don't
of them.
understand. Not all of them, but if you have the wherewithal to do so, if
If
Yeah.
you
your
got the
goal
right the
is,
money.
if your
Right.
conquering goal is to conquer X, Y, and Z person, guys will
Right.
do it. I've seen it. I've recently seen
But
it
where
done.
are these
Yeah.
guys? I mean, are we just in a bad area? Because I know for a fact, Atlanta is hard for people to date.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Why?
It's
Atlanta is
crazy.
not the
Why?
place.
Why?
The
Why?
ratio,
Why?
Greg,
The
the
ratio
ratio.
is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
so
like
here's the
20 to
deal.
1, right? 20 women to one man. Like,
Right. Right. But I think that so here's the deal. Hmm. I guess you're right that Atlanta is a hard place to really date. But do we have to look at, women are saying, I'm the prize, or women are saying, and that's fine. Women can be the prize all day. I look at it as, if you're the prize, then I'm the winner of that prize. Then, then I won.
right.
Then, that's cool. But why do women put themselves, subject themselves to, they have to be a prize? Why are we in that mindset now?
Not all
Why is
women
that
are in that
such?
mindset. I mean, we all are prized. As a woman, we all are prized.
Okay,
Tell me
that's
what,
fair.
what men, when y'all
I
get
agree.
sick, y'all, we take care of y'all, we take care of the
You do.
kids, we take care of the work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So let's not
hmm
have the comments
We do
flooding
that
over
too
the
now.
prize. But
We do that too. We
no,
take care of y'all.
granted, we're gonna
At
have a
least I do.
conversation about it. But with
Yeah.
the dating pool, I just don't understand it, because it's just like, I don't know if it's social media, and the typical guy who wouldn't have a lot of girls is now getting the attention. I don't know what it is, because these women are not getting those type of dates. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, these men are not trying to take the good women out. They're trying to have sex and waste women time. That's it. They're
I think
not
they
trying
just
to
do it
go
at a
above and
different
beyond.
level. I think a guy that truly understands his worth and identifies a woman that has a parallel worth just knows how to use his his abilities to capture her attention until he gets what he wants, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
think the more, so like we already put Greg Business out in the street, right? He rocking a Rolex, he got the Maserati, right? So it's so easy for Greg to use that as bait, right? If he
Right.
can talk, he can look good, and he look like he got his shirt buttoned up right. He got a vest on today. Pretty nice bookcase behind him, and got the rollie on, and got the
Ballin'.
Maserati. Hey, all he has to do is continue to run the game, right?
Right.
And the
Right.
women that are exceedingly more in this world we live in today, women are exceedingly more educated. They're just as well employed and all of that.
Mhm.
So there may be, let's say hypothetically, 20,000 women in that pool, but there's
Mm-hmm.
only 6,000 men in the pool that's her parallel, right? So once this guy in the 6,000 member pool understands that it's 20,000 women that want to date a guy that has his criteria, and if he's not up to any good, he's just going to keep running game, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
how do you understand? And it's very difficult, I guess, for women to see the guy pull up in the Maserati, got a Rolex, like, ooh, he just asked me for my number, right? He just
Mm-hmm.
asked the last 15 women he saw for this number.
Exactly,
So
for the number.
it's just
Exactly.
it's just a crazy world we live in right now, and it's just lucky when you have somebody that you really kicking it with.
George and
But
Greg,
to be honest,
there
man,
is not a lot.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. There are
Let
not
me
a
just
lot of
say,
men out here driving Maserati, wearing Rolex. I'm talking about real women, okay? I just told y'all, you guys are men of a certain caliber, okay? I'm talking
mm-hmm.
about women. Of course, they want to date a man of a certain caliber, but where are they? You know what I mean?
Running game.
Majority of them are
That's what I say.
taken. And then the ones that are not taken, they know that they have the pick of the litter. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
That's
Okay.
exactly
So
what I'm
why would
saying,
they
nigga. That's what
All
I'm
settle?
right.
saying. Yeah,
Right. So
that's what
let
I'm
me
saying.
ask you this
Yeah.
then. So I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate, and I know I might get some shit thrown at me for this, but
It's
I'm
okay. We
gonna
got
step
your back.
out. I'm gonna step out. What's wrong with a sister wife?
Boy, I'm finna log off. You just almost made me put my you almost made me put my resignation in, and we just got started. You almost made me
Sis.
you was not finna ruin my new relationship, homeboy, with that conversation. Now, if you try to get me back as I talk about your Rolex and your Maserati, we even. You got your lick back. I ain't finna talk about that. Y'all,
I
y'all
need
go ahead and
Okay.
tell me what y'all through talking about. I'm gonna sit
I
over here
need
and be quiet
I
for a
need my
minute.
lick back, man. I need
We
my
not
lick
about to
back,
get
bro.
George in trouble. We not about to get George in trouble.
Yes, we
Listen.
are. Yes, we are.
You know,
Believe
mine's
it or
a
not,
G, so she good.
What?
I know some people who want a sister wife. I have a client who is married
Mm-hmm.
and she has a boyfriend.
Right.
She's been married. I ain't gonna say how many years, because then people are trying to figure it out. But she's been married longer. But
Mm-hmm.
at one point in time, she was in a dark place, and she just looked so dark, and she just looked so wore out. And then all of a sudden, she just looked so glowy and so. And I'm like, what the hell?
So she getting two things.
Question. I got a
So
serious.
then
I got the
later,
most.
Go ahead. Oh,
I say, sis, what's going on? She said, bitch. I know we're gonna edit that out,
you know
but
what
it's how
that?
we talk to each other.
No,
She
that's
said,
okay.
bitch.
That might stay. That might
That's
stay.
gonna have
That
to
might
stay.
stay because that's
That's
what
got to
she
stay.
said. That's what she said.
Right.
She said, bitch, I got a boyfriend. I said,
Here,
well, we
put a
a
pen right there, Nika. Put it. Do the husband know about the boyfriend?
There you go. You're the
No,
husband.
she
I'm a
wants him
side
to
dude.
know.
That's not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
That's not a
listen,
sister wife.
listen,
That's not a
listen,
sister.
listen,
Right.
listen, listen. What I'm trying to get at is
Uh-huh.
she wants her husband to want the boyfriend is down. He game.
Duh.
The
Yeah.
boyfriend
Duh.
knows that she's married, and he's like, if
Okay.
you can get the husband on board, we can do this thing.
So does
You
the
Yeah.
think?
boyfriend have a
Do
job?
you
And does the
think
boyfriend has a house? Does the boyfriend have a job and a house and all that by himself? He's self-sustainable. No, I'm
the
asking
Maybe
you.
reason?
You
she
tell me.
has 2 incomes coming in from each of her booths. Yes, he
So
has.
So
this
has
is
she
this is
go ahead.
this is where the narrative jumps the track for me. We just identified that it's 20-1. So why would one man share one woman with another man when he can have 19 other
A lot
women
of them are
at his
Exactly.
doing it.
disposal? I
Exactly.
mean, I get it, but it just don't
That
make
don't make no
sense. If
sense.
you really
That don't
that
make
dude,
sense.
you ain't got to share a woman with another dude because I ain't got to
Right.
share a woman with another
Well,
dude
Exactly.
because I'm that dude.
you're gonna get
Exactly.
roasted because have you not heard of all the poly relationships and all of
No,
that
Yeah.
type
no,
of
no.
stuff?
We
Polyamorous.
ain't talking
Yeah.
about poly. I ain't
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about poly. We talking about the husband has
Sister
not
wives.
been sat down at the table and explained that I got another dude and we trying to commingle our relationship together.
Exactly.
He's just a side dude. He ain't no different from a side
He's
chick,
just a side.
right?
Dang, I
So
wish we gotta find that it's a sitcom. It's a show on
Yes,
TLC. You didn't
it
I
see
is.
saw it.
That's
the
correct.
black
I
We
saw
saw
woman
it.
it.
and she has
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
She got
Oh,
about 2 or 3 though. But here's
well,
the
the
deal.
thing about okay, go ahead, Greg. Cause
No,
go ahead.
no. My thing is, here's the deal. The only way that's going to really truly work is if all parties agree. If all parties don't agree, then no, that's not going to work. I mean, because you know, jealousy and you spending too much time with one person and emotions and all that kind of stuff, all that shit kicks in, man. You know, and
I'm not doing
so
it.
as a
Yeah, I'm not
man,
doing it.
I'm like George. As a man, it is 20 other pieces of ass out there. It's like I remember back in the day and I'm talking about back in the day when me and some friends were at Hooters. And this one chick walked up and she was talking all this noise about who she is and this and that and what she got and blah blah. And I looked at her. I said, "Look, girl." I said,
My
"For
girl.
me, you number 22 in line. You are
For you.
you ain't even a starting five. You know, So you like number 22 because it is truly like George said that many doggone women that you can pick and choose from. Why me as a man do I have to have another dude share this chick? That don't make
That
sense to
you
me.
know of because it's
That
probably
I
happened
know
anyway,
of.
right? It's
Right.
probably happened anyway because there's a statistic going on, and it's a belief that says women are starting
Women,
to or cheat more or as much as men.
We're
correct.
So
just smarter.
you there you go. However you want to slice that pie, it doesn't skew the numbers that it's happening at the same alarming rate that
Right.
men so-called have the same infidelic type of behavior in their lives. So you're probably not us, but people in the world
Right.
are
Right.
probably already in a poly relationship and they don't know it, men and women, right?
Correct.
So
And they just don't know it. But
yeah,
I want to touch on something, Nika. You said that women cheat smarter, not like men.
she
Why
just
do you
dry
think
snitched.
she did? She dry snitched like a mug, man. She did.
You dry snitching in this
She caught
stuff?
my look. She caught my attention because that's funny because I used to always say that I just I don't know if I can completely trust a woman 1,000 or 100%. Because it's just for those terms alone. Let me just address that. Why do you think that? Why do you say that? Why is it?
And when I
Because
say this, okay, so listen, for
just your
grown
opinion. We're
women,
not. I know you're not talking
okay,
for every
because
woman.
She
I'm not
cleaning it up.
speaking for no,
Clean it
no,
up.
no. I'm not speaking for all women.
No,
Okay.
exactly,
I'm not speaking
exactly.
for all. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Um, we just know how to do it better. Like
Absolutely.
I
I agree.
just it's just
100%.
y'all are sloppy.
Yeah.
You're all
Okay,
so
we
sloppy.
are.
But I think you have to really, like, as for some of these women, you really have to take them through it. But I feel like it's a waste of time. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste my time. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
into it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But once upon a time, when I was younger, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's easy. It's so much easier because men are so much more sloppy. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pattern
Because
match.
y'all
We
y'all
pattern. We
get
break
Yeah,
our
caught in the
pattern.
lies.
we
You
Yeah.
do.
can't remember the lies you tell. All that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta do is call my girl and she got my back.
Got
The end.
your
Drops
back.
mic.
You hear me? Boy, got your back.
Damn.
And y'all
She
so
said.
slick with it that y'all'll
She
be
said.
violators to the 100%. And
Hmm.
then if a man cross the line, y'all be like, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
stop
kill
it.
you. No, you got
Oh,
100
stop.
bodies. No, you got 100 bodies, and then you
No,
gonna act
I
Right.
don't
like
have 100. I still don't
not
have
you,
100
not
bodies.
not not
But
not you, but
okay,
I'm
I
just
can't
saying in
relate.
general.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to talk in general terms. Like
Um.
Pop, the poet laureate said, "We got our name from a woman and our game from a woman."
Oh, from
That's
a woman.
Tupac. That's old
That's
Tupac
Tupac.
right there.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
I love me
I
some
I
Tupac.
missed that
I love
line.
me. So,
Mm-hmm.
so, it's funny because I really would like to hear feedback from the listeners on what are their thoughts around, this subject. I know I was playing devil's advocate. I know that I'll probably get some pushback, but my thing is, it is out there. When
Yeah.
we're out there, when we're at the bars with cigars or
Mm-hmm.
wherever, women, they are out there and they don't care. Even now, they don't care if you're married. It is more women that to a point where if they see a ring on your finger,
Yeah.
they are like, that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Train. Yeah.
right, that's what I want, And I'm just
But
like,
it goes
why have
back
we
to hurt
conditioned?
people. Hurt people. You know what I
Okay,
mean? On
Mm-hmm.
some
right.
women's minds. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't have no man. No man won't be faithful to me. Oh, she looks like she got it all. Let me see.
Oh,
Let me
that's
go
a
get
good
her.
point.
I bet
So
you
you
I could
think
get
that's what
her.
it is? So you think that's what
I
it
know
is
that's what it
then?
is. Some of it is. Some of it, some people just don't mind being a side piece. Some people don't mind being a home wrecker. Some people thrive off of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
I,
mean?
I think it's evolution too, because of the numbers game. Nobody wants to submit to saying, I'm going to share somebody, right? But I think that
Mm.
it's an evolving factor that, and no plug to the rose. Most people are like, I get me a rose. I ain't finna do that. Then you find
Mm-mm.
yourself evolving into that because if you're in the dating scene and you're dating a guy that meets your criteria, height, employment, this, that, and the other. Do you think he's single? Do you think
Right.
you're the only person he's talking to? So you now have submitted to an actual game of non-monogamous interactions when you said, I won't do that. I ain't finna be
Right.
with nobody that's with somebody else. Well, in the dating pool, if a guy is eligible, now if you go get a guy with one leg and half a haircut, he probably ain't got a lot of people after him. But if a guy has a certain kind of
Right.
moniker, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what
Mm-hmm.
everybody, just like a beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to talk to a
Right.
beautiful woman. So
Correct.
now you're in a matrix game of switching and swapping, whether you like it or not.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had a great conversation. That was a dope conversation. I think that's the conversation that people want to hear. The real
Mm-hmm.
conversations that we're talking about, real life, how men feel about it, how women feel about it. We want everybody to be chiming in. We're getting close to the time, man, where the line dance king of the world is going to be joining us. Cupid from Cupid Shuffle. He has a new hit out called the Flex Line Dance, and it's popping. Pop, 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 pop. I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm gonna learn how to do it as soon as he go off. I'm gonna learn it, Nika. I
Mm-hmm.
see you over there
The
playing with it a little
directions
bit.
is in the song. I promise.
The
I
directions is
promise
in the
you.
song.
Oh, okay. So we got him
Cool.
coming up. Actually, he just hit me. He said he's ready to log in. You
All
know, he
right.
want to make sure all of his mics and his audio equipment and his lighting is good. So we
Perfect.
getting ready to talk to Cupid. Cupid Shuffle, the baddest line dance man in the United States of America.
Absolutely. And then
And
after
we
we
here
chat,
first.
hey,
He here
right here.
first.
Right.
Right
We got
here.
the exclusive. We're the
Right here.
first podcast that Cupid is coming on. He's coming on. Shout out to my boy D Carver. He hit me, say, "Hey man, I got a great guest for your show, for y'all show. Let's do this." So
Let's do it.
in 24 hours, we booked him to come on the show today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
So
We
thank you in
did.
advance, man. Yep. So he's
Absolutely.
getting
We
ready to come
appreciate
in.
that. Absolutely. So, and after we talk with Cupid, then we're gonna also just come back and what's coming up. We're gonna talk about a topic of conversation. If you break up during an engagement with someone, do you
Ooh.
ask for the ring back, or should you the ring be given up? We're gonna talk. We're gonna touch on
Ooh,
that.
child.
Yes, yes, yes,
That's gonna be a
yes.
good.